Well, Doc and the D is on location here in the heart of Midtown at the 14 East Coffee Shop. It's great to have as my guest Sue Mosey. There are three areas I think that the city of Detroit will have revitalization. One will happen in the communities that's scattered throughout a pretty large area in the city. Second is downtown. The third, and I think most important, certainly for Henry Ford, is the Midtown area. There are certain people that obviously are driving this within the communities, but really the person who's the heart and soul of the revitalization here for the last 24 years is Sue Mosey. So it's great to have you, Sue.
Great to be here.
Why Midtown?
Well, I think primarily because of the location. So location really does matter, I think, in terms of our ability to leverage off of some of the great assets downtown, but then we also have our legacy assets that were originally built along this really important Woodward corridor. So everything from your hospital system to the great museums that are here, and of course anchored by Wayne State University and the College for Creative Studies. You know, all of these major institutions here drive a lot of market demand, not only just for housing, but just for services, restaurants, clubs, and bars that are so critical for the comeback of neighborhoods like Midtown.
What do you mentioned the anchor institutions here in Midtown, obviously a strength of development here, but what are other strengths about Midtown?
There's enough fabric here and enough interesting architecture and interesting streetscape to be appealing and competitive with many of the other built downtowns in the surrounding communities. And you know, really when we look at it, we're friendly competitors with downtown areas like Royal Oak and Ferndale and Ann Arbor and other places. And you know, just as they've managed to over time rebuild their downtown districts, we're really doing the same thing here.
So what are the obstacles you face here in Midtown?
Clearly resources, although many of our anchor institutions such as Henry Ford and Wayne State and our foundations have been extremely generous, the costs really to be competitive, to create competitive product here are still very high.
Tell me a little bit about Midtown Detroit, because I think many people certainly historically know of the University Cultural Center area and historically know the New Center area. Mm-hmm. Those two areas have been now put together as Midtown Detroit.
Now we really are looking at how to best integrate the Techtown district as well as the New Center district more into the overall brand of Midtown. So there's challenges with that because all three districts have a history and have sort of a brand established. On the other hand, we feel that it's time for the whole district to be viewed as being one dynamic, connected center.
This Techtown area is really an exciting area for Henry Ford because of its connectivity with partners such as Wayne State University as well as the College of Creative Studies. How did that all come about?
It started out as an individual project, which was the original Techtown. Years later, it was determined that maybe a more focused approach that Techtown should take would be on the accelerator work and on the one large structure that they already have that's currently full. And then the thinking became more, how can we really take more of a district approach and not only look at just the tech side, but also look at what are all the other necessary ingredients for a successful urban district.